because I did not go to that party either, so I wish I would have gotten a coffee mug from Kelly.
Me too. I didn't get a coffee mug from Kelly.
I watched the British version. I'm going to talk over you. No, go ahead.
I've watched the Dwindy episode.
If you watched the British version?
No, definitely not. No. I haven't watched the American version.
Or 13 episodes.
14 episodes.
Oh, are we counting the Christmas specials?
No, there's 2 more after the Christmas specials, and Christmas specials were 2.
45 minutes long.
2
45
Christmas specials.
If you didn't have the script in front of you, would you know that?
My script is mainly on the floor.
The British version, the stapler is also Dwight's in the Jello. It's the very first episode, almost mirrors word for word the first
It's the only time Jello's ever been used outside of a hospital.
So sources for this script are Wikipedia, YouTube, the book, The Office, The Untold Story of the Greatest Sitcom by Andy Green, Behind the Music featuring Kaja Gugu, and the book Somehow I Managed by Michael Scott.
Well, that was just delightful. Please make sure you fill out the comment cards in the lobby and recommend us to your friends. You guys can just file through the door there. Except you, JL. Would you mind staying behind, please?
Sure.
I want to stay behind. Why can't I stay behind?
Okay, bye-bye. So, JL, you think you know it all, huh?
I do.
You think you could run the tour all by yourself, do you?
Easily.
Okay, good. You are hired! You are taking over for Ron L. Hubbard. Thank God.
Oh, cool. Is there any more beer in the fridge?
Apparently only when you are here.
That's what she said. Oh, was I supposed to leave? That is The Office. Took me a long time to watch that show. I only watched it because we're on quarantine.
It's been a week.
Well, in all, the first season's, I mean, it's not that many episodes, but it is a little rough to get through.
Oh, how dare. I found it way easy to get through the first season.
Because there's only so few episodes?
Yeah, but I thought it flowed really well.
I thought the first 2 episodes were a little iffy, and then it picked up after that.
It felt really
But as
long.
a whole, when you look at all the entire season, it flowed really well. They had a set tone.
Yeah, it really picked up.
But you don't realize, watching it on Netflix, I find you don't realize that season 2 starts where it does. Like, you think it's still season 1.
Well,
Like,
I feel
it just picked up right where it left off.
Yeah, that's true.
season 1, I feel like ended anticlimactically because it's literally just Jim taking Amy Adams, I don't know her character name, like home. That's how it ended, because she came in, sold bags, and she was like, I'll take you home.
Yeah.
And that was like the end of season 1, and you're like,
It never really was
Okay.
very high in the ratings. I think it's one of those shows that was always on the bubble for getting canceled.
But
even
look-
at its popularity, it wasn't a
Look at what
top-rated
night it was
show.
on and when it aired. It was on Thursday nights on NBC, right at the height of CSI on CBS on Thursday nights.
yeah.
So when you look at its competition, because it was probably in like, what, an 8 or 9 o'clock slot, it was going up against tough competition in those.
Yeah.
NBC didn't have the strong Thursday night lineup that it had in the past. CBS was taken over in the early to mid 2000s in the ratings, especially on Thursday night, because they had the multiple CSIs on different nights, and they owned prime time for the most part during that time.
I think what they excelled at is becoming just in like the everyday vernacular of when, you know, like That's What She Said, or the Jim and Pam's wedding when they walk down the aisle and doing everybody dancing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I think that's what they were best at. So I don't think it necessarily fared well for when they were just airing the episodes, but the fact that people adapted it into their own lives, I think that's where, and I think that's why it gained so much popularity at a later date.
It's just because you can make great memes with The Office. Let's all face it.
Yeah.
And I want a Bob Vance shirt, and I want a Michael Scott run for the race
Yes,
shirt.
I officially
They're on
said
Amazon.
that
I know.
the next time I do a 5K, I'm running in one of the Michael Scott, Meredith Parker, Care for Rabies, Fun Run Pro Am, like whatever.
What is it? Afghanistan's for AIDS.
Maybe
Is that
after
what it
they
is?
reopen our work and I can get some money again.
Yeah, my next 5K, that's definitely what I'm doing. I also loved how he tried to carbo load before the race.
Yeah.
And
Fettuccine Alfredo.
I was dying when Dwight said that he was going to sabotage Toby by putting Imodium in his food so he would have to poop more.
Well, speaking of Toby, let's find out what you guys have to say.
Hate Toby. Stupid
I don't
Toby.
know why everybody
Toby!
hates Toby so much.
I hate
All
Toby.
right, well,
Toby
Friends
originally
only for
wasn't-
the roast, Laura. Friends only.
Toby
No
wasn't
Toby.
originally supposed to be in it.
wait. Let's find out what you have to say, and then we can discuss Toby, maybe.
Toby sucks.
Whatever, Michael.
All right, Facebook. Susan says, love it. Hate that my not quite 13-year-old binge watches it.
Why does she hate that?
That's all she wrote.
That's what she said.
But why does she hate that? Like, my
didn't
kid
like
won't
that.
even come out of the room except for the theme song to dance.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, she only comes out for the 25-second theme song. As you get into later seasons, they skip the theme song on Netflix themselves. And then she gets mad because she cannot do her dance.
Twitch, did you know that?
It took 5 seasons pretty much for them to play the end credits with the theme song.
Oh,
I never noticed.
If you watch the first, I want to say 4 seasons, there's no theme song at the end, but beginning of season 5 is when they started playing the theme song.
I
I might be
can-
wrong. It could be season 4.
definitely say that
But-
1 through 3 do not have it.
1 through 3 do not have it, so it's either season 4 or 5. I think it's the beginning of season 5.
And did you know that? What the hell is his name? John Krasinski. Him and somebody else went around and took pictures of. So the pictures that you see in the theme, in the opening for Scranton. Him and this guy went around and literally just took pictures and put them in the. And there was like, here's pictures of Scranton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how they have. That's why they look so.
I know the song now.
You know it.
I'm 2 beers
Yeah.
in and it's coming back to me.
It's all
But,
coming back. It's all coming back to me now.
But him and another guy went around. It maybe have been BJ Novak. But they went around and they just took pictures with their own camera. They went and visited Scranton and stuff like that. And that's where those pictures came from. That's why they look so
Yeah.
not
Fishbowl.
professionally done.
That tower in the beginning is a big on TikTok. People like to
I
film
hate
that tower.
BJ Novak in that show.
I did watch a video. I'm assuming it was on Facebook because I don't TikTok, but it is the clips of the show in the opening scene without the music over it, so you get to hear like what clips they're using.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, it was kind of cool. I don't know where it was. I didn't share it with anyone because that's what I
That
do.
was on TikTok that somebody imported it to Facebook.
I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And I keep it to myself.
Yep. That's what you do.
That's what I do.
Don't share it to no
Nope.
popular Facebook group.
Nobody gets it.
I don't get it.
Me.
Chris says, top TV comedy of all time, probably higher.
Oh, that was nice of you. That was a good review, Chris.
That wasn't me. That was actually Chris,
Is it better than Seinfeld, though?
Chris Green from Gravity Beard. I think he's a big Seinfeld fan, so you might have to debate him on that.
I don't know. I feel like they're I think they're the top 2 comedies out there to me.
Of all time?
For me, yeah, I think those are the 2 that I could easily binge watch TV-wise, Seinfeld and The Office.
See, I would.
I never watched Seinfeld.
I don't know.
And
I feel Friends would be in my top 2.
see, I don't know. Not one of my things.
See, and I put MASH and Night Court up there.
I like
Those are
Night
good
Court.
Yeah, that's because your husband's bull.
He has hair.
And I'm super tall and skinny.
See, are you glad I didn't say you weren't tall and skinny and I said you have hair? See?
In reality, he's really Larry.
I consider myself more of John Ratzenberger.
Wasn't that Cheers? You're thinking
Maybe.
John Larroquette.
Yeah.
John Larroquette, yeah.
Yeah. He played
Yep.
the judge.
I like
John
him in
Larroquette wasn't
10th
the judge.
Kingdom.
That was Harry Dean. Or Harry's.
Oh, yeah.
Harry Anderson.
I keep wanting to say Harry Dean Stanton.
That would be an interesting show.
He was the other lawyer, right?
Yeah, he was the other
Okay.
lawyer.
He's the prosecutor.
He was the
Yeah,
best part of the
prosecutor,
show.
That's what. Yes.
John Larroquette was really the best part of that show.
I liked him in 10th Kingdom. Has anybody seen
Never
that
heard of it.
miniseries?
For such a beloved show, Facebook was really lacking on any comments.
You think people had stuff to do that they couldn't comment?
I know.
I mean, everything in the world is open right now. People are kind of busy.
I made it through 5 seasons since he told me we were going to do this.
Last week.
Last week.
I made it through 3.
Ben says,
babies, though.
Best of all time, and Monica says, love it. Favorite character, Jim, so funny.
Worst character? Ryan.
Yeah.
I despise Ryan. I think he's pointless.
Really?
He was pointless, yeah.
I hate him.
Well, he's
the anti-Office. Oh, you haven't made it that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's awful. He's
I've
awful.
made it to where he takes Jim's spot, and Dwight takes him out to Dwight Farms and hazes him.
Yeah, I
That's how
don't
far
like
I made
Ryan in any way.
All right, let's go to Twitter. Bruce the Moose says, hoping for an Office reunion. Please, 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 please. Because they're doing a Parks and Rec reunion.
They already did it.
Did
It
they
was
do
already
it?
on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to set my DVR.
I only know that
I
because
think it was on
somebody
streaming.
had
Oh, I
posted
forgot to set my
something
streaming.
about how they love the Parks and Rec reunion.
I
So,
saw a clip of them doing a song on Facebook, and it was great. It was Chris Pratt.
Don't be suspicious.
No, it was Chris Pratt doing a song about the tiny horse, and they all sang in. It's awesome. Look it up. Chicken Pot PewDiePie says, I just finished watching The Office for the first time, and I have to say, while I really don't like it in the beginning, it grew on me. I thought it got much better after Michael left. Don't hurt me.
I love Andy. I don't know why, but I absolutely love Andy.
Is it because he just breaks out into song randomly?
I don't know. No, because Chris does that and I hate it. But
Can Chris play a sitar
Well,
or a
finish-
guitar?
Finish Chicken's thought real quick. He was just a crappy person who rarely thought about anyone other than himself and always had to be the center of attention.
I don't think he's a crappy person. I think he wants to be a center of attention, and you learn that with how his family treated him.
Right.
Well, yeah, he wasn't supposed to be named Andy. He was
He was whatever his dad named him,
Junior.
but then when they had his
his
brother.
they changed his name to Andy.
Yes.
Well, that was Michael. Michael had family issues as well.
Well, yeah,
As well
look
as
at when he
Andy.
was the ring bearer for his mother's wedding.
No, I think.
And then the dog took that spot.
But I liked Andy in the manager position. I think he was a less crass Michael Scott.
He was less annoying.
Yeah.
I wasn't really thrilled with the Andy character, but when he became manager, I thought he became more likable.
Yeah. It was definitely when he became manager that I liked him.
I think one of the big reasons that like Steve Carell did such an amazing job as Michael Scott is because you absolutely hated the guy. You have no idea why the hell he still has a job, and then all of a sudden he pulls through with a clutch, like in the clutch position, as he gets either a huge sale for the company, or he winds up like convincing other people to like join in, or you just feel so sorry for the guy momentarily.
His branch was consistently the top moneymaker for the company.
Yeah.
And if you look
But
at
yet
it,
they wanted to shut it down.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, but if you look at it from a corporate standpoint, the way he ran it was not at all
But
how
then
you should
why,
run
whenever
an
they get
office.
rid of a regional manager, does he fill in for a regional manager spot
Yeah.
if he runs it that poorly?
Right, because he has the numbers to produce it.
Right.
Which
but
shows
he's
you-
not.
It
I
kind
mean,
of
it's not like Dwight outsold a computer or anything.
Sabrina has no idea.
I have
what you're
no
talking
idea.
about. Great.
None.
All right. Now, normally I don't like to share these because you guys like to share these in an audio format, but this was pretty funny. Dunder Blunder sent us a meme, and it shows the Office characters and how they've changed for quarantine. So you see Dwight as a regular Dwight, and then you see Dwight with a beard, and you see Michael Scott as regular Michael Scott, and then Michael Scott has a beard. And then they show Jim, and they show Asian Jim.
I like that episode. You're not there.
But I
You're
know
not
what
there.
you're talking
I
about.
love that episode.
Because I
It's
told
so
him
amazing.
I referenced that in something that I was talking to with him.
I love that episode.
I have no idea what's going on.
No, that is so far down the road.
And then the last one, they show a picture of the senator, and then they show Angela. Because Angela is his beard.
I get it. You don't know what we're talking about either.
No, but I understand the new term.
Either, so.
I understand the term of beard being used in that sense.
Yes.
Look
talked
it up
about your
if you
husband.
don't understand.
Yeah, I'm his beard.
Okay, so to get back to what you guys were discussing earlier, drinking quarantine